Are you looking for what kind of youth sports there are that you can put your kids in here in Gig Harbor? If so, watch the rest of this video and we'll go through everything that's available for you and your kids and all the fun that comes with it. Hey everybody, my name is Darren Rivers. I am the Northwest Realtor and welcome to Living in Gig Harbor. Hey, if you're new to this channel, why don't you hit that subscribe button? You could tap that little bell, get all your notifications of all my videos that I send out. This channel is really just to educate you about Gig Harbor. If you live here, maybe you'll learn something that you weren't aware that this area has to offer. And if you're coming in from out of town, you can see, gosh, what it's all about here. This video today is going to be about organized youth sports that are available for your kids and for you to obviously watch or participate in as a coach or whatever it may be. So stay tuned and we're going to get started on that right now. By the way, all my information's right here. So if you have any questions about anything you find here or any of my other videos, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email, put a little comment in the comment section of this video. I'll get back to you in any way I can. And stay tuned. Here we go. Organized sports, Gig Harbor, Washington. So number one, let's get started with an organization called Penmet Parks, and you can find all this stuff on their website, which is penmetparks.org. Basically, this is kind of an all-encompassing group. They do baseball, flag football, soccer, and basketball, boys and girls, everywhere from like pre-K all the way up through 8th grade. Their philosophy is everybody plays. This is not a tryout league. This is not a premier league. This is just like really organized fun and recreation. Of course, you learn the fundamentals of all these sports and things like that. But it's really just a all-inclusive, come play, have fun, healthy lifestyle activity. And they have all those sports that like I mentioned, they have to offer. So it runs year round. You know, basketball is always in the winter. Soccer seems to be in the fall. Same with football, and baseball, of course, typically is in the spring. So, but anyway, penmetparks.org is a great resource to go look for this, just to get your kids started, see what they really start taking to, and then, of course, you can always move up to some of the more premier leagues if you so choose. This is truly everybody plays, have a great time, everybody gets a trophy kind of a thing. Not to knock that, there's certainly a place for it, but some of you may be looking for something that's a little more competitive. And we're going to get into some of those right now. Next on this list is diving into soccer. And this is going to be a little bit more of a competitive thing. This is called Harbor Soccer Club. You can find their website at harborsoccerclub.com. And they actually have two levels. They have what they call a recreational level. So it's not quite the premier. Boys and girls, they start at age 4 and they go all the way up through high school. The teams and the leagues seem to be in 2-year increments. So they have the recreational level. Everybody plays, but you know, if you're not quite up to the caliber of some of the star players, you're going to be kind of a bench warmer type of thing. But everybody still plays, but it is more competitive than the Penmet Parks that we discussed a little bit earlier. Then they have a Premier League, and this is much more serious. This is tryout based only. You don't make it unless you're good enough. If you make it, you may not play in the games if you're not good enough. I mean, it's a competitive thing. It's much more expensive. There's a lot of traveling involved. They play tournaments, big leagues. It runs almost year round. They have a couple little, like a month break in the late winter, early spring, and another month break at the kind of end of summer. But for the most part, it's a year-round league with practices year-round, and it's a pretty serious deal. Again, starts pretty young, goes all the way up through high school. So this is kind of club soccer, premier level soccer. And again, all their stuff's on their website. I'm going to put all the websites for everything in the description of this video, but this one is harborsoccerclub.com. Check it out. Next on this list is football. So we have a program out here. It's called Peninsula Youth Football, and you can find them, of course, at peninsulaYouthFootball.com. So this starts at 2nd grade, goes all the way up through 8th grade, so it preps the kids for high school football. We have 2 teams. There's the Gig Harbor Tides and the Peninsula Seahawks. It's kind of funny. They wear the same colors and have the same names as the high school team, so they kind of graduate into that high school level football, all in the same program. There's also cheerleading programs that go along with each of them, same ages. And so the kids start out at little ones, learning all the little fundamentals and, you know, all the stuff that goes with it. And then it progresses up and eventually they graduate out of this and go to the high school level. So football is definitely a big thing here in the area, and that's the program to look into if you're interested in doing so. Next on the list is baseball. And of course, every town has Little League baseball, and we're no different. We have Gig Harbor Little League, and you can find their website at gigharborlittleleague.org. So it starts out at T-ball, ages like 4 to 6, and that's co-ed, boys and girls both playing that together. And then they separate into, there's always a Porsche that's driving by, you know? They just got loud mufflers. Anyway, so after 6, then it graduates into actual baseball and softball, and it goes ages 6 through 16 as far as that goes. And then there's the All-Stars, and if they, you know, progress into the playoffs and the Little League World Series, it's all part of the Little League organization that's worldwide, really. So that is available here. There's a lot of different fields that they play at. My kids played in it growing up. It's a great organization. Gig Harbor Little League, check it out. It might be great for you and your little ones. So in doing the research for this video, I came across something that I was totally unaware of. We have a premier women's basketball team here. It's called the Northwest Magic. And like I said, it's a premier league. They travel around, or it's a premier team, I should say, that plays in a league, travels around, tournaments, league play, the whole 9 yards. It's got some pretty predominant players. Some of the players have graduated all the way up through college ball and into the WNBA. Again, this is a premier league. It's a tryout league. You can find their website at northwestmagic.org. Learn all about it, but it is an all-girls premier basketball team right here in Gig Harbor that I had no idea about. But of course, I have 2 boys, so why would I know about it? But anyway, check it out. They got some pretty prominent players, a pretty prominent coach from what I gather on their website. If you have a girl that's into basketball and wants to really excel at it, check it out. It might be a good avenue for you. Let's transition out of the traditional sports like the football, baseball, basketball thing, and there's a lot of other organized sports here that Gig Harbor has to offer, one of which is gymnastics. So there's 2 organizations that I know of in town that I could find. One is AGA Northwest, and the other is NASA, just like the space thing, but totally different, obviously, it's gymnastics. But they are gymnastics gyms that have coaching, and they go and do competitions. I think they probably compete against one another, but those are the 2 organizations that you can look at. Their websites are right here, NASA and AGA Northwest. They are the local gymnastics gyms here in the area, and I know of some kids that have gone through it myself, and I know the owners of AGA. They're really cool people, the elves, and so it might be something for you to look into if you or your kids are interested in gymnastics. It's a pretty big thing. It's really involved though. There's like a lot of practices, so it's a time commitment from that one, from what I understand anyway. So check it out. It might be a good one for you and your kiddo. And that's all I got to say about gymnastics. Another sport that's become very popular over the last couple decades, in part because Tiger Woods and his popularity, is golf. So, you know, when I was a kid, nobody wanted to go play golf. You know, you wear those plaid pants and old man shoes, and it was Shell's Wonderful World of Golf. Well, that's much different now. There's a lot of real athletes that are playing in it, as you can see from the people on tour today. You know, they're not the chubby kids like before. They are athletes, and it's become a really big deal. Youth golf is huge around here. There's all sorts of youth tournaments and organizations that you can sign up for. And one place that you can put your kid into is at Canterwood Golf and Country Club. They have a kids golf camp. You do not have to be a member of the country club to sign your kid up for the camp. So they can get in there, learn the fundamentals of golf, how to hold the club, how to swing, how to play, the basic rules, and then take it as far as they want from there. So check it out. Look into Canterwood website and the junior golf camp availability that is there, the opportunities that exist for you to sign up your kiddo for. And what's great about it is now, you know, I didn't want to play it when I was a kid. I play it a lot now, and it's fantastic. It's something I can go play with my dad, who's in his mid-80s. And we can play with my kid who's 21, and we can all play together. How many sports can you have a 21-year-old kid and an 85-year-old granddad playing together at the same time? So it's a great family activity, and there's an opportunity for you to teach or have your kid learn the game through Canterwood at the junior golf programs here at Canterwood Golf and Country Club. Living here in Gig Harbor, I'm often down on the waterfront, just taking a walk or just enjoying the views, and I see all these kids out there in the water in little sailboats, on paddleboards, in kayaks, in canoes, and come to find out there is actually a Gig Harbor canoe and kayak racing team. I don't know much about it, but I see them out there in the water all the time. Look up their website. I'm going to put the website name in the description of this video. In fact, I'll even put it right here so you can see it here. And check it out if you guys want to get into like basic sailing and things like that. But they're out there and it's really safe. Everybody's in life jackets. They have people out on the water supervising, and it's an organized event. And they do races and the whole 9 yards. So if water sports, water activities type of thing is your deal, and you want to get your kids involved in that, there's resources to do that here. It's really cool. Gig Harbor Kayak and Canoe Racing Team. There's another organization that holds a sports camp, or several sports camps, I should say, all summer long, and it's called Skyhawks. And you can go to skyhawks.com and see everything that's available for you. But it's basically ages 4 through 14, and it's all the different sports. They do track and field, they do flag football, they do soccer, they do baseball. Some of the camps cross over, so you spend a couple hours in the morning doing one, have a lunch break, spend a couple hours in the afternoon doing something else. My kids did this when they were small, just kind of get a feel of what's out there and what they enjoy doing, and then we kind of specialize based on a lot of what they learned here. So it's a great way for in the summertime, get the kids out of the house, active, moving around, learning some new sports activities, all of course totally supervised. Go to their website. I'll post their website right here, and see what kind of camps are available for your kiddo to join. And yeah, it's fantastic. It's just meet other kids. Biggest thing is get them out of the house. Be healthy, off the video games. That's my little tangent. I'm not going to go into that too much more on this video, but I believe in a very healthy lifestyle, and that's one thing that sports has to offer is you're outside, you're active, you're getting the blood pumping, and it's just really good for you, both mentally and physically. Last part of this video is I want to give a little shout out to Redline Athletics. So Redline Athletics is a athletics gym that specializes in speed and agility training, strength and conditioning training. This is outside of the sports teams, but they definitely specialize in the sports that your kids are actually trying to concentrate on and just help improve their conditioning and strength for that sport. A couple of friends of mine own this facility, and it's just kind of got up and going, but it looks like a great thing, great resources, great equipment to train in a safe and in controlled manner, and just help your kids just reach all the potential they can. So Redline Athletics, I'll put their website right here as well. Check them out. It might be, if you want that extra thing to get you over the top, be more competitive, something to look into for sure. Okay, everybody, that is it. That is a lot of what is offered here in Gig Harbor for organized youth athletics and sports. I'm sure I did not hit everything, but those are the highlights, a lot of the big popular ones anyway. Again, all my information is right here. Give me a little thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to this channel. Share it with a friend of yours if you think it'll be beneficial for them. If you have any questions, please give me a shout out. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.